And hello, welcome everybody. I'm just uploading this other video, and I'll just pick up where we left off the last time. So the last time it's well, we were trying to do a search for key effective, and then we had an indentation error. Okay, so this is it says that we expect an indented block. Okay, so it seems that Python is white space sensitive, meaning to say that if you see here, this is where you say define create build model blah blah blah. And then all of these actually need to be indented. That means there needs to be a tab over here. Okay, so we'll need to put a tab in there, since that says this error is telling us that okay, there may be some error here. And as you can look here, if you take a look here, there is no what do you call that? Yeah, there's no indent. So how do you indent? Okay. In VI, you escape, and then you press the right arrow key twice, or the right, the more than sign. Okay, the more than sign, where it would look like this. Okay, if you type it out, so you have to type this in order to get it to indent. All right, and okay, so let's see. Try to highlight all of this, and then shift. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, insert, and then like this. Okay, escape, and then do this to indent. Okay, so if you insert and tap, it will also do the same thing. Now, how do you indent multiple lines at once? Okay, so once in VI. So I'm just Googling this. Okay, so you need to use this thing called a visual line mode. Okay. Okay, so this one says here, to mark a block of line and indent it, you press V, J, I, and then the indent line thingy. So, okay, I'll need to change this to visual mode. So this is visual mode, where you can like start highlighting stuff. Okay, you just press the V button, and then you highlight all of this. Then the next thing you're supposed to press is J and I. So J, I, and okay, let me try again. Oh, yeah, J and J actually brings it up and down. Okay, so okay, let me try again. Let's use the visual. And then press J to actually scroll down, and then you indent using yeah, okay, so you have to shift and you press this button to indent correctly. So let me do it again. Okay, shift. Okay, so let me highlight again. Press the visual to go into visual mode. Highlight the lines you want to indent, then shift and press the more than or less than sign. Then you will do this. That means you have to type this signs here. If you want to indent to the right, then you press make sure you press these keys. Okay, so the way to indent quickly. Alright, so I just change this to visual mode. Okay, visual mode, and I will do this, and I'll just do this, shift it to the right. Okay, so that will do it. So yeah, hopefully this tells you know how to indent things properly now. So I'm going to save and quit, and I'm going to try running it again. Okay, so now we have some other problem. It says name error, name model not defined. Okay. All right. So what is this model? Okay, model is not defined. Okay, what is this model not defined? Okay, I forgot to do something. So let's go to the bash search for key effective. Okay, I'm supposed to return a model. So this is the variable you're supposed to pass out. So before you actually set this return, you're supposed to define what this model variable or object is. So model equals to something. So what is that something? Okay, the model should be over here. Okay, I kind of forgot. It should be model equals to OpenMC model dot model. Okay, so type this out, OpenMC dot model dot capital M model. Then you're supposed to give it 3 inputs. One is the geometry, one's the material, one is the settings. Okay, so geometry, materials, and settings. So in materials here, okay, the materials here equals to OpenMC materials, blah blah blah. So wherever you find this OpenMC materials, blah blah blah, that is supposed to be your materials. Geometry, over here you use this full spelling of geometry to be OpenMC geometry, blah blah blah. And lastly, settings equals to OpenMC dot settings, blah blah blah. So let's do it. What's our materials here? We call it mats. So let's put this in mats. Next thing will be, okay, next thing, first is your geometry, right? So let's put a geometry first. Okay, geometry is called geom over here, not the full spelling. Geom, mats, and then settings. So geom is over here, mats is over here, and settings is over here. Okay, so let's save and quit, and let's try running it again. Sphere search for k effective. Now it should be about okay to work. Okay, so you see the first guest has produced this result. Okay, so apparently this is not working very well. Okay, so let's see why. Okay, I gave it a reflective boundary condition, not a vacuum boundary condition. I think it was a mistake again, but we're almost there. Alright, so this is where our search for k effective is. So let's do it again. Python bash search for k effective.py. Okay. So you can see when we OpenMC will keep iterating until this number reaches 1, so that we can find our critical radius. Alright. We're almost there. Okay. Okay, the critical radius is there about 4 cm, but it's actually like 3.56-ish 4. Okay, so this is how this search for k effective is supposed to work. Because we can change this to 4.0f or whatever, it would maybe do things slightly differently. Okay, but this is hopefully this shows you how a search for k effective calculation is supposed to work in OpenMC. And hopefully the stuff wasn't too difficult. Okay. And you can see that your this critical radius, I think it should not be like just 4 cm like that. It's actually 3.56 cm. They're about 3.56 cm. Okay, so that's the correct critical radius. But again, we don't need to worry too much. We can see like from the answers here, guess of so and so actually produce a k effective of so and so. So anyway, I think 3.56 rounded up is 4, but that's what the answer they give you. But basically that's how you do a search for k effective calculation. I can just clean this up and that is it. I'll just upload this. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again.